I'm just feeling so much despair, and I know I'm normally like really, really positive, but I'm just like, how is everyone else? And are you okay? Because the answer's probably no. And I know I'm lucky. I don't have kids. I have like good family that will support me, but I feel like I can't stay here, but I can't move anywhere else, because anywhere else I move to, I'm gonna be charging, like, the landlord's just gonna charge me like $2,500 a month in rent, like, unless I move into the middle of literally nowhere where there are 0 jobs, and I'm just feeling really overwhelmed, and, like, I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants to say, F it, and just get a whole bunch of credit cards and just travel and just like get out of Canada, because like I know it's bad everywhere. I really do. But I don't know. At 33 years old, like I was really hoping that I could at the very least afford, a small house. I don't want 3,100 square feet bullshit. I just want something small, 500 square feet, even less. And yet, it's so fucking expensive.
I have a question for everyone, especially the government. Not that you're going to see this, but it's sometimes to just get things off your chest. Wondering when the hell this fucking economic crisis is going to end, because it's getting absolutely ridiculous. I have to move because I can no longer afford my rent. But I also have no savings because of how things have been lately to help me move. So what the hell am I supposed to do? My beautiful daughter is old enough to make her own decisions, and I know this decision had nothing to do with me, but she decided that she wanted to go live with her dad for a little while. And that hurts enough, but on the other side of it, her dad is also not going to pay child support when that child is at his house, which makes total sense. But that also puts me in a financial deficit because I'm missing that money now that I'm sorry I had to rely on to help me. I'm not saying this to gain sympathy or anything like that. I'm saying it to just a lot of people are in my position at this moment where they're being forced to make decisions they thought they would never have to make. There's a lot of crime in my area because of this. There's break-ins, there's people being left homeless and turning to drugs to just help erase what is happening. And there's just a lot of crime, there's a lot of theft, there's obviously lots of things, break-ins for cars, just to steal what change you might have left in your console or your cup holder or anything like that. And it's sad and it breaks my heart. But this is where we are. Nobody can afford to live. I have $3 in my bank account right now. I have never felt the pressure so much in my entire life, and my rent isn't fully paid. It's almost the end of the month. I have to move, and I don't have the money to move, but I also don't have the money to stay where I am. The upside of my daughter living at her dad's right now is because I don't have the money to feed her. I'm very fortunate that my partner he manages a restaurant, so I can go to his and he feeds me. Otherwise, I don't eat very much either, because groceries are too fucking expensive. This is humiliating. But this is where I am, and then I get to come to my job and put on a fucking happy face and pretend like nothing is wrong just to help these people that yell at me. Because they're feeling it too. I like my job. Customer service is hard, but I still like my job, and I work for the most amazing people. But unfortunately, they're also feeling the pinch, and they're not paying me what it takes to survive in today's economy, and it's not their fault. Things just have to change.
Are things gonna go back to where you can work and support your family without fucking stressing out? Seriously, my bills alone are $3,000 a month. I'm a single mom who receives fucking like $300 a month in child support for 2 kids. I can't do this anymore. I work every single day. I get maybe a day off. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I'll get 2 fucking days off. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of this. And I fucking forgot to pay my daughter's braces. And now I have to bring her in for them to remove them because I can't afford to pay it all off at once. I am so sick of this country. I'm so sick of how expensive everything fucking is. Something needs to happen. Where I live, rent is insane. A 2-bedroom is fucking $2 grand. I can't go to the grocery store and get a week's worth of fucking groceries without spending $300, $400. Gas alone, almost $4 a gallon. I have to drive all over my town for my job because I clean houses. And I'm so sick of it. Something needs to be done. Something.
This is Gen X reaching out to you millennials. I don't know how you're doing it, and I can tell you, our economy's shot. But it's not just the United States, it's in the UK, it's in Canada. I actually watched somebody not too long ago from Canada. They want to know how things were in the US. Well, it's not any better. Look, groceries are up anywhere from 30% to 47% in the last 3 years. Now, when you look at just groceries and the cost of food, because people are stealing food now, and yeah, as a chief of police, I can tell you that, I'm starting to understand. I don't know how people afford an apartment anymore, with the way that the cost of those are rising. If you ask me, there are a lot of people on the top that are against the majority. And something's going to happen. Something's going to blow, because it's not just food. If you want to know why you're struggling, I can tell you why. Because everything is going up at that percentage, right? So take your paycheck. Like I make, I don't know, equivalent about $57,000 a year. So 3 years ago, that $57,000 has got to stretch out 40% more on multiple levels, okay? And every time you turn around, these big corporations are wanting to raise prices more and more and more and more. And this is a battle that's going to end in a very bad way. The homeless numbers are rising. Millennials have given up the hope of ever buying a home. And I was stupid enough to try to own a restaurant. Don't do that. I figured out real quick why my family wanted to sell it so bad. I found their invoices. I was paying $180 for a case of cheese that they were spending $74 for in February of 2020. And if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. I was on the phone today with my girlfriend, explaining to her that stopping at Sheetz anymore on the way to work is a really bad idea. Okay? A bottle of Coke Zero, a salad with dang near nothing on it, 2 hard-boiled eggs, $20. Add that up over a course of 5 days. Yeah. Your cost of fuel alone. And my guess is for a lot of you, when I'm working here, I drive about an hour. All right? I'm guessing most of you are putting 25% of your overall paycheck just to get to work for the fuel. Okay? Americans are losing hope in their leadership, and I don't blame them. Now, I'm going to tell you, from a Gen X to millennials, stop being a Democrat, stop being a Republican, stop trusting any of these parties, and start realizing that this game is pitted against you. I'm feeling it. I'm 52 years old and I'm feeling it. I'm down to the point where I'm asking myself, should I work myself to death and never see my children? Or am I just going to kind of slug it away so I can have a few days here and there to actually have some quality time with my kids before they grow up and go out in this world and deal with the same situation I'm dealing with? Something's got to break. So if you millennials that think that none of us Gen X understand, by God we do. I've worked hard my whole life. My whole life I've worked hard. And I'm going to tell you, I have questions of whether or not I'll ever retire, whether or not they'll just find me dead somewhere.